I'm standing outside the apartment of one student volunteer who's looking to make a difference for fellow Filipinos within the U of O community. The University of Oregon has over 400 clubs for an individual to join, giving great diversity to student selection. One such club is the Kultura Pilipinas Club, better known as the Filipino-American Student Alliance. The club places an emphasis on unifying students, regardless of race, but primarily Filipino, to form tighter friendships. Members discuss current events, conflicts of interest, tell stories, and keep the air light through jokes and games.
I don't know what a red table is.
For one member, the group has given an opportunity to learn more about herself. Emmy Escanlar is 50% Canadian and 50% Filipino on her father's side. Growing up in Oregon, she was familiar with her identity, but never really personally identified with the traditions and customs of the Philippines.
Something that we have talked about before is kind of like a racial identity and like a cultural identity, which a lot of people, specifically if they come from like a predominantly white area, will, barely experience until they go to college.
She had seldom met her Filipino family, hardly knows any traditional recipes, and barely speaks a lick of her country's native language, Tagalog.
We've talked about like Filipino food, we've talked about Filipino culture and like specifics to like music and art.
Though meetings are being held on Zoom for the time being, Escanlar looks forward to meetings in the EMU. For reporting for electronic media, I'm Skornik-Hayes.